function generator, which is required to give input signal to the circuit. This is the function generator, and at the back side of this function generator one small switch is present. Here you can observe a black small button. By putting this button on, you have to make this function generator start. So once you click on this button, you can observe the display on the function generator. Now here you can observe different frequency ranges, that is from kilohertz to megahertz frequency, and below are the buttons. By selecting or clicking on any of this frequency button, we can select the required frequency range. Here you can observe that I have clicked on the 2 kilohertz frequency, then megahertz frequency, and accordingly the frequency range changed. So you can select any frequency range, and here is a knob that is called as a coarse button. By wearing this coarse button to the left side, you can reduce the frequency, and by moving that button to the right hand side, you can increase the frequency. So first you have to select the frequency button, and with the help of this coarse button you can change the frequency slightly, or the frequency which you required. So for example, if you want 2 kilohertz frequency, then you have to click on the 2 kilohertz frequency knob, and accordingly with the help of coarse button you have to adjust the frequency range. Now this is the knob where we have to connect the probe. The function generator function generator output we are using as a input to the circuit. So here you have to connect the probe. After connecting the probe, I want frequency of 1.2 kilohertz. For that I clicked on the 2 kilohertz frequency, and with the help of coarse button I have adjusted the frequency at 1.2 kilohertz. Next step is I want to measure the amplitude of the waveform. So to measure the amplitude of the waveform, I am connecting function generator probe terminal to CRO probe terminal. So positive terminal of function generator is connected to the positive terminal of the CRO terminal, and negative terminal of function generator is connected to the negative terminal of the CRO. Yes, now you can see here waveform is not displayed on the CRO. Then as I explained in the CRO video, you have to vary these knobs to bring the waveform on the display. So you can observe here a sine waveform on the CRO. Here you will get different functions of waveform. By changing or selecting these knobs, you will get the different waveforms. Now I have clicked on the triangular knob, or I have selected the triangular knob. So you will get triangular waveform on the display. So you can observe the triangular waveform on the CRO. Similarly, selecting square knob, you will get square waveform on the display. So by changing the time period, you can change the frequency of the square waveform. Now here we have to measure the amplitude of the waveform. So by measuring the vertical square boxes and multiplying it with volt per division, you will get the amplitude of the waveform which we are connecting as an input to the circuit. So here measure the vertical square boxes, multiply it with the multiplication factor, you will get the, that is the amplitude of the waveform, which we are connecting as an input to our circuit. Thank you.